Hey traders, welcome to stream. Sorry about the audio again. It's apparently a an issue that needs to come with a complete restart of my computer. It's definitely bugging out pretty bad, but I guess that happens when you have 5 monitors and two 65-inch TVs connected and on all the time. So sit back and enjoy the sights and the sounds of the traditional technical analysis. So we just look around. I guess we're just starting with Bitcoin because it's up on my screen first. It's definitely nothing notable about it like ever anymore. Just another day of failing to break above the 200 moving average, failing to break above 58.4 for any sustained period of time. There's divergence still on the oscillators, matured. I mean, if it was to play out, we would be getting a reversal to the upside if it was respected, but no one's buying it. I mean, Germany's selling, but they're almost out of Bitcoin to sell, so that's good. I mean, tell me when Germany's ever made in their entire existence like the right decision financially? Never. So it's good they're selling because that's what they do. They're like the Kramer of Western countries financially. So all right, wait for those losers to finish up, and then maybe things will turn around. But we have a bullish reversal implied here, but it hasn't happened and may never happen. We're just identifying the variables that exist in current time. That's it. Okay. I just know that Ethereum sitting above that resistance support. Let's move into hey, we're live. It's power hour, dude. Let's look at what's really happening. CPI report. Inflation's cooling again. I think the first, lower than expected CPI report in the month of July since the pandemic or something. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything's over doubled in price, and the cost of goods and services will continue to rise. So CPI, it's a joke. It's just a way for bots, algos, people to, all right, we're going to organize a rotation in the markets. Okay, they catalyzed it with these events, like CPI, whatever, FOMC meetings, whatever. It could be PPI, and it's like, all right, reallocation today. It occurred where you have like the NASDAQ dumped, S&P dumped, but then the Russell 2000 made the highest price, or is still making the highest price since March 28th, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average is very close to all-time highs. If you want to take a look at it real quick, we can. Here it is, the quad screen, the futures. I'm from the future, top left S&P, bottom left NASDAQ. You can see that big red candle that occurred today. Wonder if there's going to be follow through. There could be, but at the same time, how these markets go, this could be one red candle, and then everyone starts reacting to the rotation ongoing, and then what happens with no real confirmation of a rotation? What if these just start rallying in the next few days and they recover all the way, and then everything where the rotation was happening was just a big fake out? I mean, that can happen. So we'll see. I mean, can't say that any Magnificent Seven stock was at a level that made any sense for longing. There was no action to take on anything. You couldn't, because there were you couldn't apply the framework to the assets because they were just all-time highs. They were just broken out. There was no structure there. There was no edge. So that's what you got here. And then bottom right is that Russell 2000. So I'm talking about, you see it. I mean, you are one more day of this and you'll be looking at your highest close in years, not months. I mean, getting very close to the highest price we've seen since January 2022. A couple levels to take out. But nevertheless, I mean, there's a key level here, the 200 mark on the IWM. They were holding as support, a low, a higher low, kind of the same low, and the higher low, accumulation was real, and now it's finally popping. And yeah, we're going to see probably 40K in the coming days, week on Dow Jones, just for a test. I don't know if we'll break it, but my God, if it doesn't look strong, I don't know what does. It's just range bound, but I love the higher low. I love the recapturing and the spring back test of 38,000, and just we're running up. So, but let's start the day with the worst loser of the seven, rightfully so. Man, what do you want? I mean, Tesla. Yeah. People are going to say, all right, it was robo taxi delay, news driven catalyst has turn Tesla into being down 7.5%. Okay. But, that's news, but it's also like, wait a second, wasn't there a trading plan? And wasn't the trading plan, you have 3 targets, and the final target of the setup was 259.56, 10-day, 14-day trade. It was there. It was the entry, June 25th, and then the exit was virtually yesterday. Day before, past 48 hours, and that's it. Who cares what happens after? Don't care, don't care. Hit targets, as the youngster would say. I'm just saying, like, family friendly stream, but it's like, don't care, had sex. They say that, don't care, had sex, don't care, hit targets. So yeah, big red candle, whatever, gaps to fill, 231. 209. There's nothing to do here, right? We don't know anything unless there's an edge. We have no way to strategize. So who knows how deep this will go? Maybe we fill one gap, we don't fill two, and then it pivots and runs again. I think we would probably attempt to rally, and it would conclude with a higher high double top, standard double top, lower high double top. But it's not just going to be inverse V shape, the downside. I mean, if it is, you're probably going to make a higher low. The people that bought on this extremely high volume a couple times, they're probably in it for the long haul. This Tesla T structure here probably signified the absolute bottom. I mean, that was probably it. So E&E pullbacks are going to turn into higher lows than the previous discernible swing lows, which is like 170, 180. Yeah, so this thing could go down 30%. It's still fine. Still making higher low. So that's your Tesla, the big loser of the day for the Mag 7. But come on, like who's surprised? Colonel Crypto. I think I saw Colonel Crypto. He's here. He didn't get liquidated to not be able to afford internet. He's still got enough for that. So a shout out to Colonel Crypto for buying yesterday and ruining everyone's party that decided to just hold. Sorry, I'm going to get my coffee in me. Normally, I'm not able to do streams during Power Hour because I do have my workout during that time, but my personal trainer's been sick this week, so taking it upon myself. All right, lemonade, I'll just stream instead of not having my training session during Power Hour. So I think it's warranted for a day like today too. All right, we'll go to the second worst, which is NVIDIA. Big red candle. Here we go. I mean, like, anytime there's a down day, it's so over, bros. Come out of the Warworks. It's all over, dude. Like, okay, whatever. It's just a down day, rotation day for NVIDIA. They've attempted to rally. There's no confirmation that it's over yet. I mean, if we start rolling over and catching fall from here, it could be a high than the lower high. The first lower high we've seen in a really long time. I don't know. I mean, it could just be the beginning of consolidation phase too. I don't know. But yeah, it was nasty red candle going for the lowest daily candle close. I mean, you realize you're working on a higher daily candle close than the close we got on July 8th, right? So it's really not that big a deal. Unless, I guess, you bought yesterday and you're crazy. You don't care about TA or risk management if you're buying yesterday on anything big tech. Meta, that what they were trying to hold 530, but the CPI, today was the day. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Catalyst events, and now you're back below 523, 531. And who knows, like, where you're headed. There's probably a demand line here. I don't even care, really. Like, if it's gonna break. See, they haven't even tested the demand line there. That could be tested. But yeah, no one's going to say there's any value up here. It was extremely high risk and a breakout attempt, but it was it was a confirmed up thrust at this point. I mean, right? An up thrust being a breakout attempt, but no sustained prices above that breakout, right back below. So up thrust. Failed breakout attempt from Meta participants. Cool. Amazon down 2.76%. Plot a channel here. Kind of makes really good sense and a lot of really good touches, right? This is a beautiful channel to conceptualize the uptrend. All right, we got anchor point 1 from the beginning of 2024. and then 2, and then 3 here, and then we got just the anchor points right here at this first top, another touch, another touch. I don't know. I just like it. I mean, there's not much else you can do, really, right? On it, I know you have the wedge, that it broke the wedge, and it's, I think, falling back in now. I'm not really concerned about it. All I care about is $188. But maybe I care about the heart line, that they're trying to test this heart line and regard it as support. That would be mega if it's defended and it holds here. That's it. Down 2.73%. Not at the lows of the day. Figure we might get a push. You never know. We got 40 minutes till the close, so anything's possible. A rally or a valley. All right. Google. And same thing. It's like, okay, whatever. Structures, is it? Yeah, I don't know. This was the wedge, and then they had it broken out, and it's just you're back inside now. And again, there's nothing you could really do here to trade, like to actually manage risk and strategize. Nothing. None of that. It's Rudy Poo. There was a time and a place, and the most optimal place was the 3 rising valleys in March of 2023. That's why it was posted as a trade setup and is pretty much doubled in value since that setup, since the most impeccable structure was constructed. But now up here, Rudy Poo, La La Land, you were at all-time highs yesterday. You're pulling back. Great. Microsoft down 2.4%. So maybe this supply line is real. Maybe you're falling back in it and there's max downside potential anytime that happens. So again, it was really high. There was nothing to do. These are just market drivers, and we're looking at them, and they had been performing brilliantly, taking us to levels we've never seen in history on these index funds, at least a couple of them. And here's Apple, the best performer of the 7 today. I plotted a channel here. I think it's beautiful. Did anyone else like it? One's in the chat if it's a sexual channel. 2 if it's not. It's like whatever. I mean, there's just not much you can do besides plot channels when assets are just like breaking out. Bullish Marbazoo, insane volume on events, WWDC event, Apple Intelligence. You got a Marbazoo yesterday. You got a Marbazoo on the 5th. Pretty close to Marbazoo on the 1st. But yeah, Marbazoo machine, and you were in the upper section of the channel. Web dev newbie, you're out. Wow. Boring you already. The stream's been live 19 minutes, dude. Get wrecked. So this is a big nothing burger down day for Apple. I mean, maybe it's a little scarier on Meta because of failed breakout attempt. Maybe it's a little scarier on Google. But for Apple, there's literally nothing to be worried about. I mean, it really is one of those situations where you play it. I mean, it has recovered off its lows. I mean, it got as low as 225.65. Only down 2%. I'd say that's a pretty good day after, what was it, a 7-day win streak? Insane. It was like 6 days in a row of highest close ever. And it's like you get a pullback like this and people freak out. It's like nothing to worry about. You're okay, man. Okay, so those are the market drivers. I really quick want to look at another notable asset on the markets, which is gold. Incredible day, up almost pretty much. It was up 2% moments ago. But the really nice rectangle and range, the composite operator, which the central banks have constructed here, taking us to the top of the range. And if you break it, price discovery recommences. 2,500 target probably. I mean, that's psychological. It's a big psychological level. Yeah, very nice. Have your alert set up for all-time highs for a breach of the range, 24-ish, 24.20. Is that a joint? Very, very nice. And silver. Very nice, man. Going for the highest daily candle close since May 29th. Really not that crazy. But again, the bullish consolidation structure got the breakout and it's fallen through. And you're above big historical levels where this could be the continuation of the run. Gold too. Gold and silver quite possibly looking to set up for their highest highs of their well-established uptrends. But was that it, man? Nah, dude, no. Cocoa futures had an incredible day. Some commodities really killed it today. I mean, the food commodities were up, but they're in woeful downtrends. It's really looking for like platinum's up 1%. You know, not really performing anywhere near to silver and gold, but it is still in a pretty good spot for upside. It just might underperform and continue to do that. And then copper is actually down. Interesting inverse correlation to copper. We had a bearish back. You know, this was an all-time high on copper, May 20th, and then the correction, and then the rally, and then the bearish back test. What was once a key inflection point? Hard to show you. I guess it's like the candle low, candle high close, candle high close, candle lows, and touch. It's just like there's just a level of correlation there, and they regard it as resistance. And a bearish engulfing candle will be confirmed an hour and a half, down 1.85%. As you know, about as bad as close to Magnificent Seven stock. So there you go, man. U.S. oil finally caught some footing after the hurricane. You know, that was it. Okay, oil. The composite, man, has been accumulating the living crap out of this for a long time, man. We're talking over a year now. You have some sort of accumulation campaign going on. And you're trading well above the key inflection point, $75, $78. You're trading above the 200 moving average. It does seem like oil's setting up for higher prices, doesn't it? That will be, you know, that's in the cards. That's the kind of the thesis on it until we start breaking below 72.70, the swing, the third valley. So really, let's and I haven't even done this today, but I think we should together. Let's go to the top weighted assets on the Russell 2000, the top performers, and see what's going on. Like, why is the Russell 2000 doing what it's doing? Top gainer today amongst the highest weighted assets, Elf Beauty. I'm just looking at it here. I mean, nearing all-time highs, but not quite there. I don't know. My computer just needs a reset, man. It's all effed up right now. It's like the Windows itself is like not corrupted. It's just foobar needs a reset. So yeah, 221.40 all-time highs, and you're on deck, and probably some hidden bullish divergence developing on the MACD histogram. Could be getting ready, man. What a trend! What a trend! Have your alert set up above 221.40. All right, next one, the next top weighted asset that, dude, look at this. INSM. Anyone ever heard of Insmed Incorporated? Look at it. Just gone. Like, this is like an old school NVIDIA breakaway gap when it used to be like $100 pre all splits. This is what it looked like. But look how how could you have gotten in on that the way they were doing it? It's really insane. So, yep, all-time highs, Insmed Incorporated. Next one, NXT. Nice uptrend. Not much data on it. I actually really like it. I like this one, man. Can we plot a channel? I think the angle of ascent is steepening. Yeah. I don't know how we would plot. I think we would have to anchor 1 and 2 here. It's the only way we could do it. Something like this. Because that initial low just doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's just not much data here. We could try to say, all right, what about this being the top anchor point? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense there, right? You got 1 and 2 here, and you got an up thrust here, but then you got a reconfirmed peak there, and that reconfirms the validity of this supply line. And now you're hitting what will look like the bottom, and it's like a local confirmation. Like, dang, man, this is like we're looking at this together. I have these. I scan through them, but didn't spend much time on them. You have hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. I mean, completely matured. It's so real. A low, the higher low. You're trading above the 200 moving average. You're separating from the oversold level. And this is like where we could be headed on up. I mean, nothing really makes 61.62. That could be on deck for Next Tracker Incorporated electronic technology, electronic equipment instruments. It looks good. Look at this, chat. I mean, here we are. You want value? Here it is. An asset that looks pretty freaking awesome. Technically speaking, it's got the makings of a Velocity athlete for higher prices. All right. Something that people are going to be kind of surprised about is the next top performer of the highest weighted assets in the Russell 2000, MicroStrategy. What? Bitcoin's dead, dude. It's been dead for months. Yeah, MicroStrategy kind of been wrecked too, but a rally today, up 4.3%, hit 1420, and that was as high as it got. Wow. There you go. Is this going to be the highest low of uptrend? Because it could be. Probably have ourselves a creek supply line here. Maybe something like that, or this, whatever. Eventually they're going to test that. They break it. Yeah, it's off the races. 2264 and $3,000 targets.
Thanks for all the education. Keep it up. Got in at our house today at $15.40. Looks like it's on a solid uptrend with bullish divergence. Easy to manage risk with SL just below $14.95. Which targets would you recommend? $20 and $24. Greetings from Amsterdam.
Chic man, thanks so much for the 20. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the TTS? Because you can't hear the music. I'm surprised you can hear the TTS. So thank you so much for that, man. All I can tell you is we will look at it and assess your TTS, like what you said, okay? More in depth. We're just getting through some of these, just kind of showing what's going on. You heard it. Okay, I can't even hear it on mine because it'll echo. Something changed at one point. It did that, but all right. Here is FIX, which is Fix Comfort Systems USA Incorporated, engineering construction. Does look like some sort of right-angled and ascending broadening formation for sure. I just have this line in the sand here. It has kind of a little zone there, and they defended it. And that's the bottom. So they're running it up again. It would be crazy to see us. Any run that fails to see the top, that's probably it. But this is crazy, right? This is a parabolic uptrend. Look at this. Should have just been in Fix. Why were we even messing with Bitcoin? This should have been the Fix Comfort Systems USA live stream every day. Yeah, but they're holding up 294. You can't argue with that. $300, a big level. Anyway, we're not here to try to look for edges on all these. We're just, again, going through the top gainers on the best performing index fund today. Duolingo, yes, they teach you how to speak other languages. It actually looks pretty freaking good up here, man. It's okay. I actually wouldn't be longing this. It's crazy. Where it kind of reminds me of Apple a little bit over the past year, where you broke an all-time high and you created this range, but currently you're trading somewhat below the major inflection point, but you've confirmed a bottom here. As long as this low puts in a higher low than these two lows, then it's really confirming accumulation. I would love to see this asset get back above the 200-day moving average and 205. Then I'll feel really confident, but for now it's this could be a lower high than the previous high. This could have been a breakaway gap bearishly. Anyway, it's been in a good trend, but it's at a very real crossroads,
Silly trying to make its highest close in 2 years.
OJ's White
Before
Bronco,
you
thank
criticize
you, dude, for
someone,
690.
walk
It
a
feels
mile
so
in
good
their
contribution.
shoes. That way, you'll be a mile from them, and you'll have their shoes.
Vacation time. Did you steal someone's quote? Who's that by? Was it Gandhi? I guess, I don't know. Is that directed at me? Did I criticize someone? I was just looking at assets today. Anyway. Doc. Not T-Doc. Kathy Woods wishes this was T-Doc. This is just DOC, Health Peak Properties Incorporated, that today hit its highest price, wow, in over 4 years. We're talking like 4.5-year highs today on Health Peak. There you go. See? No wonder IWM doing things. And I guess the resistance is upon you. Overhead resistance 2080. And then all-time high is $22. What a freaking ride. That's crazy what they did, right? They took it down to the key support. All hope was lost. This is what they do on Bitcoin, right? That's crazy. It's over, dude. They broke support the day of earnings. Earnings was that evening. And then it was like, it was done, dude. It was all over. And then, just kidding. Wow. That's how they do it, man. They're crazy. All right, APG up 2%. This is just how I have a channel here. I don't know. I think the channel is pretty cool. They're hitting that heart line once, hitting it twice, and just gapped up today. Nothing really special. It's up 2.11%. Nothing crazy. PR, Permian Resources Corporation, so integrated oil, of course. Permian Tigers. If you're from Midland, you're gonna try to take away my football career. Because I'm from Permian. Only like 2 people even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, kind of a weird bottom trend line here. And it doesn't even really matter. I mean, you can have it like that too. Okay, not as helpful. But anyway, the supply line was really good. Yeah, maybe it is. Like if they're anchoring with the absolute bottom, then you got a heart line test. You got the 200 moving average being tested. You got a nice upsloping 200. I mean, everything looks really good on this one for higher prices. And if you look at the U.S. oil chart, if U.S. oil is going higher, it doesn't necessarily mean the U.S. or the oil stocks would go higher, but it could very well happen that way, the way this one looks. PR. Okay. APPF, which is Appfolio Incorporated, Information Technology Services. Very close to an all-time high. Just up 2.15%. Probably be at all-time highs in the next couple days at this rate. I mean, you are going for, actually. Yep. If all closes the same price or higher, it will be the highest daily candle close ever on Appfolio. APPF. There you go, man. Keep it going. There's probably a really nice channel we could plot. Whatever. All right. WFRD. Weatherford International PLC, Oilfield Services Equipment. We got ourselves a rectangle. We probably got ourselves a partial decline here. It looks like getting ready for breakout, right? Really close, 127.49 for what we would call price discovery. The trend is ungodly bullish, and like what you did, I mean, it could just continue on. We could hit it and sell off, whatever, chop around for more time. That's what they did from September 2023 all the way to February 2024. So you're just kind of more of the same sideways consolidation. Composite man, that's his thing on this one. PCVX, and then we'll maybe all-time highs, right? Yeah, here you go. Another crazy, beautiful uptrend. 200 moving average defended. Old resistance flips to support before going to all-time highs, and it made it today. So barely, but it's there. All right. One more, FN. I'm just showing you, man. This is why the IWM is up so much, okay? And they're probably, there's a couple, whatever. There's like 1,900 plus more of these, but they're just such low percentage weighting of the index that, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to spend time making a watch list with 2,000 assets each, and the rest 2,000. My God. Okay, so I guess you see that. You see what happened. We can look at some top gainers today. Workhorse, terrible. Yeah, what'll happen on rotation days like this, your biggest loser, scrub, jokes, frauds, get pumps like this.
Been hiding and watching later in T-Night. Can we take a look at PLTR? Also Jonathan Nation.
What's up, Stray Man? Thanks for the 20. Jonathan Nation in the chat. Thank you, dude. We can look at the Palantir stones. The seeing stones. Not all accounted for. We don't know who else is watching or something. Anyway, yeah, Workhorse, it's up, dude. It killed it. It's up almost 20%. Yeah, and before it's down 15% tomorrow. Stitch Fix. Hey, bro, we're going to send you stuff. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. After hitting all-time lows, a crazy gap up on high volume breakaway gap. They won't be filling that anytime soon. So it could be Wyckoff accumulation with the spring at the end. That was an inverse head and shoulders kind of, right? So highest price seen on Stitch Fix since August 2023. Hype in the chat for that. B Cove, I don't know. Bright Cove, loser, all-time lows, and then it's rallying off that. Cool. Weight Watchers. Oh, it's up 8%. I can't even tell. Someone get out the microscope. See, that's what I'm saying. Like on days like this, these losers pump, and it's like, well, it's like, let's see if there's confirmation in the coming days or a week or two for what's happening, what we're seeing today. Rotation, and it's one day, and it was on a CPI day, and it's like you could get so bamboozled if you're not careful, or all of a sudden, like everyone's like, panic selling their big tech, whatever, their high flyers, because it was down so much, and then tomorrow it's like, oh, look, they've all recovered like at least like 3%. We'll see. Just like it's hard to try. Like, whoa, dude, look at these loser scams that don't make any money literally ever, pumping 10% plus. Suspect. Caesars Entertainment's actually really cool because look what they've done. Look what they've done, man. An inflection point we've had plotted here forever has been tested, defended, and you're rallying off of it. Yeah, this looks like Cardano garbage, right? Wow, stuck, man, forever. I mean, it's just like if you were gonna play it, you long at 34.90 and you sell and exit completely at $50, man. It's so weak. UI, Ubiquity. Oh my God. Oh, Ubiquity. It had a little fake out before Moon, but dang, dude, you can't say the M shape of the inflection point wasn't something else. It was something dreams are made of. And now hitting its highest price since September 12th, 2023. Just going, man. Beautiful M shape reversal there. And really, really nice divergence that continued all up until the recapturing 112 and then the impulse up. PPTA up 8%. I don't know, like whatever. Looking at, okay, yeah, you're in a newly established uptrend. Okay, this was the one where once it broke and back tested, you were pinged on it if you're in the Patreon, and look what it's done since then. But now it's like something greater. It's like lows, highs, higher lows than previous lows, higher highs than previous highs, and now higher lows than previous lows. What's going on here? Yeah, maybe they're just holding on to the old peak. Old resistance flips to support. That happens. 519. Again, we're not saying all of them are actionable. This one could have been at 519, I guess. There are all kinds of ways, man, to like play the markets. You don't have to have a harmonic. You don't have to have a huge structure. You do normally want to have forms of local confirmation at key levels in well-established uptrends. You do always want to have that. I know what this is, and that's the funniest thing ever. I think I might. I'll move that to $1. Okay, it will be the most inexpensive Tangia you can pay for, but that will stay cheap because I want to see more of that. I want to see more of the. If you haven't seen it, there's this guy. I don't know if he's like a, like a Tyrion Lannister, guy, like a dwarf. Okay, I don't know if he is a dwarf or not, but he looks like it. And he runs around the mall and he wiggles around like that, and he tries to go behind the counter of the retail stores, and then you got the managers trying to shoo him away, and like, get out of here, get. And it's just him, and they're playing there's a genre of music called dungeon synth, where it's like synth wave, but it meets the 80s meets medieval times. Maybe we'll do a dungeon synth live stream one day. Maybe we gotta play this real quick. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Tiny Green Mall Wizard. Let me just. Yeah, y'all need to see it because I bet half y'all haven't seen it. You gotta keep up on your memes. Good to see he made it to Tangia though. Nice. Okay, we're just gonna do this, man. We're doing this. We're doing it live. All right, chat. A little break. We just went through how many charts? 20 plus charts minimum in less than 40 minutes. It's this guy, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, and he makes little noises. Is this the same thing? No, this is a different one. I've only seen like 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just funny. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's the tiny green little wizard guy. Sweet. You probably couldn't even hear the music either, the audio. Dang, man. All right. We continue on. IQ, Chinese. Wait a second. What? Bullish Gartley? This is like Baba. And Baba's doing very well today. I mean, I know it's going to fall on deaf ears forever. But, dude, bullish Gartley and a 3 rising valleys. Yeah, this on loop, dude. On loop. That'll just be the music. Dude, I'm telling you, Baba, look, 73.45, the low from 2022. Defended, and it's the 3rd one. And you got hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators, and you have recaptured the 200 simple moving average. Again, it's a bottoming structure. The trend has not ever. We're not saying the trend's reversed. We're not saying we're in an uptrend, but we're witnessing a structure and structure after a structure that both indicate probability is high that we are reversing. There's an accumulation campaign ongoing, and it's at all-time lows. It hit all-time lows. It tested all-time lows, and look where we are now. Like, if this ever breaks 86.75, it's almost certain you go to like 102, but probably 110. Let's look at the laugh track. Always has been. Pippo. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, they just implemented
Baba
image
Booey.
flips on that. So, thank you, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Thank you for the 2 Baba Booeys. Can y'all hear him saying that? What? Thank you for the tiny green mall wizard. Thank you, dude. Yeah, dude, this one's set up. I mean, cut your losses at $71, I guess, and let this thing ride to 120. Probably. I'm just telling you. Remember all the S coins? Hello, this is and like, forget like what happened when they failed 6 weeks ago, a month ago. But think back, think back to Filecoin, HBAR, Matic. It's the exact same situation. The bubble boomed and it busted, and then all-time lows, and then bottoming structure develops, and then Bulkowski structure at the pattern completion zone of the bottoming structure. If you want altcoin, like, you look at it and you say, wait a second, I remember height. Well, yeah, I mean, it really is height. Could pull big time, but doubtful. I don't think. Not on this one like this. No way. Thank you for the sauce. Right here, man. Same thing. Or the crash, and then the bottoming structure, then the accumulation, and then the run. I'm telling you, dude, if you're going to unbob, if there was ever a time to unbob, it's now. I'm talking now. It's more than any other time ever. This would be it. It's like you're looking at Filecoin in October 2023. You were literally doing that on BABA right now. And I think BABA is even more powerful, right? The M shape and then the run. Remember what happened to File? It got destroyed, but since that type 2, 272% in 134 days before it was over. So, and it's probably getting near a bottom again. Now you made a full-on 886 retrace. So the whole market has reset. You had a full major reset on Filecoin. No structure at the bottom or anything, and no real good divergence or anything. But you've still made the 90+% retrace. So we got less than 11 minutes till your closing bell. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Sorry, we're just looking at some things. I really like AMT, American Tower Corporation down here. Like with what's happened. And there you go. I mean, like they recaptured a level. They reconfirmed it as support pretty much. And now you're trading above the 200. And now you got a run taking you to March 7th highs. The highest high since March 7th. And yeah, this could be a bottom. You could be witnessing a bottom. I mean, the bank stocks did very well today, some of them. Do you want to look at Target again? Because if you're in the Patreons, I've been talking about this one. It started becoming intriguing again, where you have the very real ability to manage your risk. You have a stop loss strategized slightly below the range bottom from June of 2022 with max upside potential. Your upside takes you to 180, 184. It's the bottom of a trading range. That's what you're doing here. Trading above the 200 moving average. A bullish and golden candle today. Working on your highest daily candle close since June 3rd. Again, this could be, this is what things look like before they run to top of ranges. So, very nice look here. Dominion Energy back tested a key level and is up almost 4%. It's at the highs of the day. Going for the highest level since early June, and this could be it of all its. Okay, the last time Dominion Energy did what it's just done, you can see it literally went eventually to all-time highs off of that back test from October 2012. Well, sir, madam, it's no longer 2012, it's 2024, and the same thing's happening. The Comet, the Dominion Comet. So $61 to $64 target on D. Yeah, that's it. Big D's on deck. Inverse ended for Dominion, and now we got a rerun on our hands. Very nice, dude. Whatever. All I can do is show up and like present these to you, and it's like, okay, you can say you're getting value out of it or not. There's nothing I can do about it with what you say. Yeah, so a couple of these bank stocks real quick. Let me show you that, man. It's over for banks. Yeah, right, dude. How about MCB, Metropolitan Bank, at its highest price since February, back above 200. Very nice here. Headed on up to $52, $55 again. CMA, remember this one was like headed for the end for zero, and now you're like M-shape completed. Literally know what this is going to turn into. This thing's going to $64, $73 eventually. This is a huge M-shape. Crazy, man. Type 2 return, 1 and 2, and now you got a third valley here above the 200. Everything's starting to turn around for the one that we thought might have been. It was the next one on the chopping block before they saved the market with Federal Reserve intervention. Right? They legit did that, and that's what caused the complete conclusion of this collapse we were witnessing in March 2023. And Bitcoin was inverse correlated. It was mooning. PNFP. Crazy, man. Like freaking insane. I can't even, what? I haven't looked at this one. Look what they did on that day. Oh my God. They opened it at support. It was down massive amounts. 2021 high. And then they opened it and then it just rallied and closed there in V-shaped. So that's what I'm saying. Like things like today on like the big tech, like everyone's so scared, everyone's like reacting to it, and they're pulling their positions on Apple and Amazon, and then like, you know, in the coming days we get something like this where it's like, what were you doing? You freaked out, dude. You freaked out on a CPI day, and normally when you freak out and you allocate on CPI days, you're getting played by the market. So anyway, crazy, it's up. It's going for its highest close since May. NBHC, not one I've updated in a while, but that level was defended so many times, and look at it now. Highest daily, going over the highest close since February 2023, over 1 year highs. Wow. Financials. Sophie, we're looking at it yesterday. It held a support. It wasn't really that big a deal. One of my Wall Street buddy, he turned me on to it. He's like, hey man, look at Sophie. And it's like, okay, that was like a wedge, right? Like a freaking wedge. And there was a failed breakout attempt one time, and then now maybe it's real. Anyway, I don't know. Like just looking at these big winners, this is a sector that's killing it today. Key Corp, another bank, up 3.41%. Going for the highest close since mid-May. US Bay, remember? Wait, no, this isn't the one. That was, I still, like, the trend's reversed. You're in an uptrend now. You could probably plot a really nice channel to conceptualize it. Maybe, yeah, I guess we got something like that. Breaking the heart line. 200 starting to upslope. It's been defended, recaptured. I love the fact that this level was defended as support, and that was the most recent discernible event, right? The defense of a very, very key ice line on this chart, and look what the consequences of that defense is. A very nice rally and could continue. TFC. Oh, there's an M shape.
Can you check out
daily candle
$T8
close
show?
since freaking
Harmonic
March of
recently
2023.
completed and it's been in a good uptrend.
What's up, Gaia? Taiga? Ganada? We'll look at though. We'll look, man. Much love. Like another one, another like over year high incoming in less than 4 minutes. Approaching a very real inflection point though. They break that. Wow. I mean, if they do break it, which they may not, they do $50. Crazy stuff, man. Regions Financial making a comeback, man. Yeah, the trend's been reversing on these. You can see locally the higher low above the 200, now breaking a $20 level, psychological but also very real from 2018. It's a big deal. These things are happening, man, across these. We're gonna look at all of them, but yeah, these are the big gainers. PNC's the last. Yeah, look at this thing, man, crazy. Going for the highest daily candle close since January 2023. It was on 18-month highs on PNC. I love the price action correlation to this level. 1, 2. It was pretty much like a 3 rising valleys continuation. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's go back to the futures and checking on them. Look at that. The IWM is very close to its highs of the day and the highest highs in months since April or March 28th. And just kind of sitting there. Not really any, nothing going on in Power Hour. Like they're just holding it up, I guess. So look, we'll take a gander at these couple requests, and been live for almost an hour now. So if you're enjoying it, like button, bell, sub. Thanks for being here. Who was the first one? Check it out. Let's see. It was for Chic, and it was Our House. Our House. Isn't that like a banned German song now? Our House. Deutschlander Ross or something. Okay, well, yeah, I can see what you're looking at. For sure, man. I've never been here before, but here I am. Airbus. Yep, Airbus, man. An old all-time high from January 2022, February 2023, and it has been recaptured today. The trend is good. Very good trend. And anything above that level, I mean, you're going to go test. You're about to go test 1650. You break that, then it's an easy target to go retest all-time highs, 1983 to $20. That's it. Line in the sand would probably be below this low that we just put in at 1430. I don't know if you want to own it, but there's definitely hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and MACD histogram. Look at that. That's freaking really nice. Hidden divergence. Clear, discernible valley, and a new clear, discernible valley and lower levels on the RSI. And I love how it just nicked, oversold. Yeah. So gapped it up though. So what did they fill the gap? I'm not sure. But yeah, you got an inflection point. You don't really have a. I mean, this could be the confirmation low, one low, the second low. But like I'm talking locally, you get something like this. My God, it's like a dream almost, where they reconfirm it locally because it was violated. See, you got violation of an inflection point, but then they gapped it up today, and it's just been kind of running. That's not like. If they ever violate, okay, a key level, you want the rally to continue, of course, but you do eventually want the real confirmation, because when they recapture a level, there's no confirmation. But when they recapture a level and then they eventually back test that level that was violated, then that's the confirmation, the reconfirmation that this level from history was resistance is now confirmed support. So you're always looking for that. And then again, it takes away any kind of question of like, is it a confirmation low? You know for a fact, 1 and then 2. Locally, you get this impulse down, you get a reflexive rally, and then you get the confirmation low. Connected. These two are connected, right? So then it's the wave structure where it's like, hey man, all of a sudden it's an X, A, B, C, and then C to D or D, right? Yeah, always looking for that if you can help it. So, but nice that they recaptured the level. So, all right, chat, there it was. Your look on the lates, but the ding, 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 ding. The market has closed. Big tech wrecked. Banks running. Small caps running. If you don't know, the Australian Stock Exchange today hit an all-time high. If you didn't know, the Nikkei, Japanese stock market, hit an all-time high. Those things happen, man. Oof, gotta restart this computer. Yeah, we already looked at gold and stuff, so gold will be all-time highs soon. Okay, so what did Sheik say? 1540 looks like solid uptrend. It is a great uptrend, yeah. Yep, hidden divergence, like you said. Yep, stop loss. You got, see? Well, I mean, you could even be a little looser. And maybe just have it below this low, I guess. Because what if they run down to test that low again, you know?
Pitch, please.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron, get out of my class. Just kidding. I know what you're talking about. Thank you, dude. We will look at that for sure. Palantir for Stray. Down 2.78% today. Whatever. Who cares? Like, whatever. Down 2.7. I can't even tell. You know what it did today? You wouldn't even know. But today, not yesterday, today, the highest price seen since September of 2021. Yes, it's down 2.78%, but who cares? I mean, the level of 27.41 being regarded as support still. There's no action to take, no fresh long to take here. That'd be crazy. It doesn't make any sense, right, to go long here. But there was a great time to go long. And if you ever wanted to go long again, a great time would be the closer you are to 2250, 2260, the closer you are to 2116. Those are levels to manage risk appropriately. Up here, you should be like, I'm deep in the money, longing at a level that made way more sense with a structure that made more sense. Up here, you're impulsing. You're chopping around, pulling back, because technology today got wrecked. So nothing to worry about, dude. I don't know. He just wanted to look at it. We looked at it yesterday, and it was great. Even yesterday was the same thing. Highest level since September 2021. Beautiful. A little, maybe diverging a little, but I just wouldn't be worried about it in an uptrend like this. I mean, pullbacks happen. Like if you longed here, your first target of a trade, if I like posted a trade setup on Palantir down at like $21, chances are I would have a stop loss so tight that it would be very equitable to take a little profit at 27.41. So that's probably target one was achieved. Like if it's something like this, so easy. Yeah. Oh my God, it's like 5.58 to 1 reward to risk. So yeah, profit taking one's hit if you had it. Like that'd be any trader, any position swing trader is doing the same thing most likely. Second target's going to be 33.50. Third target's probably $40, 39.50. So a pullback here wouldn't be a problem at all. Like Tesla, it hit third target, and it's down 7+% today. Yep. People take profits, man. It's not just going to run up every day forever. Okay, thank you, Straight. And then we'll look at Tho for Gaia from Canada. Thor Industries, that's nice. Thor Industries up 4.59%. Recreational products, wow, that's extremely nebulous of a like what that could be anything. Recreational products, man. I mean, nice trend, sure. Below the 200 though. Extremely nice. I mean, the divergence here is impeccable. Like every time you make a low, you're making lower levels or higher levels, right? Like that's very nice bullish divergence. It happened at an 886. So wow. Okay, an M shape. Kind of weird context though. I don't like harmonics that are developing in the middle of uptrends. I've seen them fail a lot. I see them like head on up, make a lower high, and roll over later. You know, the harmonics are the best at the bottoms. But hey, I'm not going to write it off. Like I'm just going to plot it here. There it is. So for at least a reaction, you had it. You had the divergence, the completed M shape. Broke a supply line most likely today. Yesterday, whatever. But like, how are we, what were the levels? Let's say that's a level. You see this peak from 2016, a major reversal in February 2020. See a back test September 2020. See a resistance May 2022. Okay. So if you were gonna like manage risk, I guess like a stop loss below 87.25 would be good. But then you got, where would you be targeting if you did get in as close to 87.25 as possible? 115, right? That would be target one if you were. It's just a type 1 though. But man, that's so nice. That's dreamlike divergence. You almost never see it this good. It's like 1, 2. Well, it's like you get your first, valley on the RSI, then the lower low in price. That's your divergence, and then it's like, oh, continued divergence. Oh my God, quadruple, another level of divergence. Wow. Oh, MACD was extremely nice too. It just popped. Okay. Yeah, you're uptrending. You've been uptrending since you bottomed out in October 2022, but performance miserable compared to many others. So many other assets on the stock market have run circles and percentage gains from that same, like the world market bottomed out in October 2022. And you're telling me that in 650 days, this asset has only appreciated 42%? So that means almost 2 years, so cut it in half. So that means, your position's up, 21% a year. So I guess that's beating the market, beating the index funds. Whatever. I'm just saying, like, do we really need to go to like any big tech stock and go from that same low and measure in that same period of time? Because it's insane. All right. Thanks again, Gaia. And then AA Ron wanted Pac Bay. Towable and motorized RVs. Oh, nice. That's Thor. So it's like recreational vehicles. Got it. Pacific Biosciences of California. Medical specialties. Well, okay. So we know they're in California, so we know that they half the money if they ever made any revenue, which they don't, they always lose. Oh my God. This is a money losing machine. And it's in California. So I can't even imagine the regulatory stuff, nearing all-time lows. This is just another one where it's like you are bottom feeding. Think about it. Imagine yourself. You're in an alleyway and you've just jumped into a dumpster. And just visualize how many pieces of garbage have been in that dumpster over a decade plus. Garbage juice, garbage bees, all of it. And you're down there digging. And there it is. You find Pac B. And it's like, you found it, but do you want to own it? Because it's like been sitting in a dumpster, marinating in garbage juice, chat. Do you want a long in October 2012 level low? I mean, that's all-time lows. By all means, again, where are the animal spirits? Yes, there was insane divergence here. It's a loser. And it's like, what happens? It's up 16% today. It'll be down 10% tomorrow. Anonymous, thank you for the 20. We'll look at Vale. Much love. Dig Dug. Yeah, I remember playing Dig Dug in 5th grade. On this little bitty box computer. The screen was like this big, not kidding. And the size of the screen. And then the computer was like under it, and it was just massive. Dig Dug all day, man. And then Oregon Trail. We had another floppy disk for that one. I can't remember the other ones. But Dig Dug and Oregon Trail. Extremely notable games we played in school. Okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with Pac B? I guess if you're in it, then fine. Let it ride to 270. When's the last time it made a higher high? It's been a long time, man. It's hard to strategize on these because they're so bad. It's like the divergence is playing out, but it is just not ensured that it will continue. But I hope you won today. If you're up 16% on Pac B, don't you just exit? Like, we did it, man. Yay. Math Blaster. I had that on my home PC. Well, let's go to Vale. Old Vale. Sheesh. Well, this is what I have. Haven't been here in a while. Just a massive triangle bearish breakdown and such a lack of demand from market participants that they failed not only to test I don't know, you could probably say, all right, yeah, they did test it. Yeah, 1 and 2 here. They tested it as resistance, and then it just caught some serious fall through and hit the lowest level since November 2020 recently. That's a stock you never own. You never own things that are doing stuff like that. Yeah, so the last time that Vale made a higher high was in July 2021. Big Cat just came in.
Hey Mitch, thanks for the streams. It's been a
Top
while
Jesus
that I
of
did
the
not
stream.
ask
Thank
for
you so
a
much,
review.
man, for the 50.
Could you please look at ARG?
Oh,
Thanks.
sorry. It's been a will that he did not ask for a review. We'll look at RGTTHANKS. I don't know if that's real ticker, but we'll look at it. I'm just kidding. Thank you, man. Soundboard's not working. Yeah, it's a bug. I have to restart my entire computer. I had it yesterday. It's worse today. So yeah, we'll make changes, but we'll also look at ARGTT or GT. Yeah, this is something you just never own. You don't own stuff that looks like this. There's no structures here that make any sense. Yeah, maybe you're diverging. It just doesn't matter. The divergence it's playing out right now and went up nothing. Trend's terrible. Not really at a level I'm interested in. And it's not even about what it's about to do next. It's about the fact that there are opportunities out there where you can apply the framework that we've studied and researched forever. And it's there. Local confirmation lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Bullish backtest of key levels from history. There's hidden bullish divergence on the slightly higher low that is local. Oh my God, I can manage my risk so appropriately, so easy, such a minimal loss if it fails, but such max upside if it succeeds. And then you look at Vail and it's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just move on. I don't really care if it goes up 100% tomorrow. Because it would have been me pulling that slot machine wheel or the lever and then boom, jackpot. It's like, congratulations, you'll never do that again. Okay, thanks, dude. Fail, get wrecked. Steel. This is a steel stonk. All right, ARGT, Global Argentina ETF. Chances are he's probably talking about some S-Coin then. No S-Coin, nice. He actually wants the Argentina ETF, and it looks incredible. Like, what a roaring uptrend. I love it, man. This is a great trend. So this is like, you're looking for assets. Hey, there it was, man. Like, remember that time? But like in November 2023 when they broke an all-time high and then they back tested. See, this is like kind of what a lot like the big tech are doing. They've just been stuck below their old all-time highs from 2021, and they've broken out. Some have not been able to back test the levels because the volume's too high and they gapped up. But on this one, it was a beautiful, beautiful back test, and then it's just been running. And yeah, we can conceptualize this beautiful trend with a channel. I'm sure it looks great. Maybe we anchor on the top first. Not sure. He's got to screw around with the anchoring, see which one makes the most sense. Oh, I kind of like the heartline respect there. I don't know though. Let's just do 1 and 2 there. Yeah, I don't know if that makes much sense. No, it's starting to get to a point where there's so much demand that a lot of levels are just, there's so much demand at the angle of ascent is steepening, so therefore it's like harder to, how do we anchor here? Are we going to anchor like this now? We try to include that top? I don't know about that, man. Yeah, the initial way, I guess, is what makes the most sense. It really doesn't matter because I'm not taking action on these channels. I just like, you know, seeing how the bots have it, the algos, how they're conceptualizing things, how they are interpreting things. This looks pretty cool. Just 1 and 2, and then 1 on the bottom. And then I guess you got some really nice heartline respect the whole way through. Maybe that makes the most sense there. So, all right, Argentina, back testing the heartline, target 63.70 if it's going to keep running and continuing this trend sooner rather than later. Nice little M shape here too, completing. Weird context, but hidden bullish divergence on the RSI for sure. The highest low of entire uptrend in its history being put in, it seems like. Okay. Cool. We cool, big cat man. Argentina hype. Hey, dude. I believe it. They got that Milei guy down there cutting the government as he should. Inflation's collapsing, thankfully, due to what they're doing with the monetary policy. They're doing the right thing down there. And so it looks like the free market is rewarding that. So keep it going, dude. Probably going to make all-time highs again. I believe it. Yep. Hype for Argentina, chat. Okay. That was the last request. It was formal. Sadly, Bitcoin, here it is, man. What, just garbage. It's just not good, man. Like, there's so many failed attempts where it's like, when are they just going to give up and roll over? We might need to get another retest down here. These levels are so real and they just keep violating them. You keep putting in these Confirmation highs. It's so bad, man. Yeah, that's bad. Crypto is... But it's been that way. It's like, that's nothing new. Like, oh, it's not like we're waking up today being like, crypto's garbage. No, it's been that way. Like, ever since 6 weeks to 2 months ago, whenever the last collective setup failed, levels broke, it was done. All right, Chad. I've been live an hour and 16 minutes, so I think we're good, man. I think we got a good, the stream was... I'm just trying to produce a little bit of value for you with your limited time of the day, going through assets that were notable, markets, sectors, whatever. Things happened. Try to go over that, the technicals, and maybe we try to do some education, sprinkle that in, whatever. So appreciate y'all coming out. Let's see if there's...
What the f*** did you put in that sauce?
Thank you. Let's see if the rotation that is ongoing today will continue or it's just a freaking fake out. And it was right. They did it to get people to react and panic sell. So maybe they can buy lower. We'll see. We find out. All you got to do is just exist. We'll have our answers in the coming next 2 weeks of trading. So y'all be good. Pray for Bitcoin, because this is kind of one of the worst things you ever want to see, okay? You don't want to see like tweezer tops where it's like, hey man, 1 day, nah, 2 days. 2 times the price equals each other at the peaks, and you reverse, and it happens to be at the 200 simple moving average. That doesn't make me feel good at all. Like, I have no confidence. I see the divergence. I just have no confidence in the price action. I'm telling you, like, it's easy. When Bitcoin recaptures 58.4 and the market participants start regarding it as support again, I'm going to feel a lot better about Bitcoin. But as it currently stands, with the data we have, this is bad. This sucks, dude. This is the worst. I hope they come in and we recapture it and it's not even close to the same candle by close and it was just a bad dream. But for now, the data's dictating what's happening. I'm just not really digging it. But hey, miracles happen, and I would never try to act like I know where we're going next on Bitcoin or any asset for that matter. You shouldn't either. So I'll be back. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Be safe. Pay attention to these levels. They're important. And until tomorrow, you see me again. Respect the TA. Hey, Surfskates. Thanks for watching on Twitch, man.